مسموع. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing escapes his hearing. Just a reminder, we know in our aqidah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hears without a tool. He does not need a tool to hear. He does not need ears like us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not stand in need of anything. He is the creator of all tools. So let's purify our knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Basic of the basics. Go back to the basics. فهو السميع بغير جارحة. He is the one who hears without tools, without ears. This reminds me of the saying, إن الله خلق آدم على صورته, just to clear the confusion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam on his image. This hadith is taken by other religions, the wrong way. And they start, personifying al-haq subhanahu wa ta'ala. إن الله خلق آدم على صورته. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala agreed in the basic aqidah. Allah mutakallim. So Allah created Adam with speech. Allah basir. So Allah created Adam with vision. Allah sami. So Allah created Adam with hearing. حي عليم قادر مريد سميع بصير ما يشاء يريد متكلم. These 7 attributes, Allah has created Adam with these attributes, with no comparison, of course. So we are not talking about physical image. That's the word. This will go. You are not actually by your physical image. You are by what you have, what you carry, by your soul. Physical image is the least important. So let's not go down to this level. So Allah created Adam on his image, that is on his attributes, these 7 attributes. وهو الذي يسمع خطرات القلوب. He is the one subhanahu wa ta'ala who hears the occurrences of the hearts. وهواجس النفوس. He is the one who hears the thoughts, what you talk inside. ومناجاة الضمائر. He is the one who hears your soft talk inside. So you don't have to shout. سيدنا عمر said, يا رب أربنا بعيد فنناديه أم قريب فنناجيه. Our God, far away so we call him, or is he so close so we talk softly to him? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيب. If my slaves ask you about me, I'm close. So who is far away? Where that distance comes from ourselves. وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. But Lord, Subhana. When we are closer to him than his jugular vein and his own spirit, his own soul. When he said jugular vein, it refers to where the life is once cut, life is gone. So Allah is closer to you than your own soul. وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ. So where the distance come from? It's yourself. قال يا رب كيف الوصول إليك? How do I get to you? He said دع نفسك وتعال. Drop yourself and come. So that's where the distance comes from. We, I, recognizing our existence, وَعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, and forgetting the true existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يسمع كل نجوى. He hears every soft talk. ولا يخفى عليه شيء. Nothing is hidden from him subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not in earth nor in heaven. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min qawlin la yusma. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from any saying that is not heard. The ayah said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تكونوا كالذين قالوا سمعنا وهم لا يسمعون. Do not be like those who said, yes, we heard you, but in actuality they did not hear. لا تكونوا كالذين قالوا سمعنا وهم لا يسمعون. This refers to the response. If you heard, you analyze that a truth, respond positively to it. As simple as that. So how hard, see how tough and hard this rule is on a human. You heard something, you analyzed it, you are confident that this is the truth, follow it. Don't try to play around and escape the truth. You heard something, you cannot ignore it. Is it true or not? If it's true, you follow it. You force yourself to follow it. If you do not follow the truth, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, that leads to extreme misery. وَيَتَجَنَّبُهَا, if you heed the truth, وَيَتَجَنَّبَهُ, the miserable, أشقى. فَذَكَّرْ إِن نَفَعَتِ الذِّكْرَى, سَيَذَّكَّرُ, the one who hears, the one who follows this track, heed the truth, analyze it, the truth, really the truth, you follow it, you wake upon it. Only pious people will follow that track. Wait, سَيَذَّكَّرُ مَن يَخْشَى, those who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they see, they have fear in their heart. They see the day of judgment coming. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. The order of the day of judgment, as reminded yesterday. They always seeing the day of judgment. They will be held accountable for their decisions. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. So you hear the advice, sermon, the good, the truth. Is it the truth? Yes, indeed, 100%. Follow it. Force yourself. The self will not love to follow it. The self needs its ego. I believed that for a long time. How come that little boy tell me something and I follow it? No. Well, is it the truth or not? That's the question. That's difficult for the nafs. If you follow that, that means you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are going to Jannah. If you play around وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, that is a sign of misery. وَيَتَجَنَّبُهَا الْأَشْقَى, extreme unhappiness. الْأَشْقَى الَّذِي يَصْلَى النَّارَ الْكُبْرَى, the one who will get to the biggest hellfire. So keep that rule in mind. Teach it to your children. If something, you hear something true, 100%, no argument, follow it. And it should be easy for you to say, I'm sorry. Say sorry to yourself that you have been misguided for a longer time. You hear the kalam of Allah, speech from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You hear hadith of Rasulullah from someone whom you trust. You follow it. وقد يأتي السميع على أربعة معان. The all hearing can come in four meanings. فالأول يراد به سمع الإدراك. The first might refer to just recognizing the voices. كما في قوله تعالى قد سمع الله قول التي تجادلك في زوجها. Allah knew that lady who argued about her husband. The other meaning is سمع وعقل. He heard and understood. The third meaning refers to response. Did you hear me? He doesn't need to say, I heard you. He will immediately respond. You know he heard you because he responded immediately. The fourth meaning refers to سمع القبول والانقياد. You hear, you accept it, you follow. كما في قوله تعالى سماعون للكذب أي قابلون له ومنقادون له. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, they hear the lies, that is, they accept the lies and they follow it. فَلِيَعْذُ بِاللَّهِ. وعلى السالك إلى الله, the seeker of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, حتى يفنى بسم الله السميع, in order for him to recognize the name of Allah, the all-hearing, أن يحفظ لسانه من الباطل. If you observe, if you truly observe the name of Allah, the all-hearing, you hold your tongues from saying false things. Because He is the all-hearing. You don't like Him to hear you talking nonsense or talking falsehood. He is all-hearing. Hold your tongue from saying falsehood. وأن يكون في كل نفس من أنفاسه في مراقبة الحق سبحانه وتعالى. And he should be in every breath of his observing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. حتى يتحقق بقول الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم, until he recognizes the speech of the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, الإحسان أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه. Ihsan is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if you see Him. And I leave it to you to know how your ibadah will be. The more fear, the more awe you have, the more quality your ibadah will be. فإن لم تكن تراه, if you don't see him, you are still going there, فإنه يراك. The mind, the intelligence tells you he is observing you. He is hearing you. He is there. He is there, hearing you. وأن يتقرب إلى مولاه بالنوافل, and he should come closer to his Lord by making extra عبادة. حتى يقيض الحق, حتى يفيض الحق على قلبه نورا, until the truth subhanahu wa ta'ala overflow light on his heart. ويهبه مددا وخيرا, and he gifted him with provision and goodness of this noble name. ومن علم بأن الله سميع حفظ كلامه فلا يتكلم إلا بالخير. Whoever knows Allah is all hearing, he will hold his tongue so he doesn't talk except with good things. ومن أكثر ذكره بلا عدد بعد تأدية الفريضة لم ترد له دعوة. Whoever repeat mentioning that name after doing the obligatory prayers, saying that more often, Allah will never turn his down any invocation for him down. وكان في قومه مسموع القول مطاع الكلمة, and people will listen to him and obey him. All hearing, all hearing, all hearing, all hearing. Ya Sami', Ya Sami', Ya Allah, Ya Sami', Ya Sami'. You will invoke the response with this word. Remember the response that comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sami' implies response. Ya Sami', Ya Sami'. So you put all your needs with that name. Ya Sami', Ya Sami', Ya Sami', Ya Sami'. You hear me. And he is capable of doing anything he likes. Then Shaykh makes the invocation, فَيَا اللَّهُ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ لِحَرَكَاتِ الْقُلُوبِ. Oh Allah, you are the all-hearing of all the movements of hearts. وَخَوَاطِرِ النُّفُوسِ, and the occurrences of the selves. السَّمِيعُ لِنِدَاءِ الْمُضْطَرِّينَ, all hearing of the call of the desperate. You are the all hearing of the call of the desperate. مجيب دعاء المحتاجين. You respond to the call of those who stand in need. Remember the ayah on Friday? وأيوب إذ نادى ربه. So he knew that his Lord is all hearing, all knowing. And we say nada, it refers to the intense need from inside. The loud voice from the heart, نداء خفية. It's hidden calling, hidden crying. He's all hearing and he's looking for response. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه. He's all hearing. It's him subhanahu wa ta'ala who responds to the desperate. أشرق يا ربي على سمعي نورا منك. Oh Allah, shine on my hearing a nur from you. أسمع تسبيح الكائنات. With this nur, I hear the praises, the glorification of all creation, all beings. أسمع تسبيح الكائنات في الأرض والسماوات. On earth and on heaven. You hear the praises of stones, the praises of everything Allah has created. Because we know the fact, وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِهِ. Everything, every single item Allah has created praises Him, glorifies Him, subhanahu. And once the Sahaba were made to hear the stone making praises in the hand of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Tasbih al-hasa. So Allah, let our hearing hear that glorification. So only then, brothers, I imagine your state of mind will be just bewildered in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you live in a different state. وَامْنَحْنِي قُوَّةً رُوحِيَّةً. And give me a spiritual strength. أَسْمَعُ بِهَا عَهْدًا أَلَسْتُ بِرَبِّكُمْ. And give me the nur of these words. Give me